Hello, Worlds Apart Super Universe. This is the episode 4 first pass breakdown. Missing one shot from the animation, but this is where we'll actually pull it apart, have a look. It's going to do a review session of the first pass of animation and see how many things we want to update before we actually release it to the world as a magical piece of episode 4. All right, I'm going to guess that straight off that we're going to be releasing this after the release of the episode. So I'm going to guess you've watched it through once already. So I'm not going to do a review of the whole thing first, but I'm going to go through shot by shot, pulling it apart and going, okay, let's see what we can get better. All right, with that, let's jump in. So to start off with shot 1, we've already got discussions going on in the background that we're going to be putting some different posters on the wall in the background. So these ones are only stand-in posters. So just as we go, just remember that these posters in the background, got the wrong color. Okay, these posters in the background here might change, and that'll have to then be consistent over all shots. They might also say the same. Definitely has one major issue.
Hey, Ma. Missed you at the kickoff. Babs is pissed. What's going on?
All right, to start off with, the most obvious one is this table is moving. So definitely get the table so it stops moving. The other one which really jumps out as Kamala comes in here, she's got a bit of a, she's got some, let's just go, boom. She looks like she's got some really long legs here. They're really long and really thin. I think if we look at like where she'd be landing on the ground as well, she's kind of landing a bit odd. Just kind of probably go around pulling her waist down so her legs don't look as long.
Hey, Ma. Missed you at the kickoff. Babs is pissed.
This one here doesn't hit the way I sort of want it to either.
Babs is pissed.
We're either going to that yeah, sound. Can we just kind of over amplify that? I don't think the lip shape is the right shape for pissed. It is the right shape, but it's not big enough. I would like to do a custom mouth shape for that one, just so it really drives home that she's just going from small to big in this one. Needs to be a much bigger shape. We could over exaggerate like the jawline so she actually twists it around rather than just being a standard shape. But I really would like to see that one overdriven to go, yeah.
Is pissed. What's going on?
The other one, which is just kind of a little bit bugging, is just these hands. I would like a more detailed hand on her, just a relaxed hand, because those ones, they work. They're consistent over the season, but we've actually got some really nice hand shapes on Omar, but it'd be really nice to get some more relaxed, casual shapes on her hands too. I'm just a little concerned about just this stuff on the edge here, whether we can reframe it, which might help the hands as well. We're either going to need to go wider, which I'm not too keen on doing wider. Maybe we can do 2 shots, but this little bit of stuff here edging, that's really annoying. The QR code would be better to actually get it all the way on. So whether we reframe the QR code over this side, just so we got it all the way on, because that's our marketing. We need to be able to see that. So bring that one on and either hide the table and the coffee machine. Maybe that might be a better way of going about it, rather than either zooming in or zooming out. But we could zoom in and out, hide and just give them a little bit more headroom, maybe, possibly. But then also don't want to get these kind of where these edges are either for the table. Don't really want to see just the edge of that. I don't mind seeing the sideboard in the background. So maybe since this desk is already moving randomly, it'd be good to kind of get something a bit different for that.
Ah, the water cooler's broke.
Water coolers broke. Coolers broke.
She's a little bit, it's just kind of a little bit of a minor one, this one, but it's just a little distracting. Her eyes are really static, even though she's talking around here going, water coolers broke. It would be a real good question for her then to actually change where her eye line is. Because if you're asking the question, this is the first time you've come in and he's talking about something, it'd be nice to drive the eyes around or just move her head or body a little bit to go, water cooler, actually look at the water cooler. So just a little bit more life in her eyes so that there's a bit more of a dart to go through. So water cooler, look at the water cooler and broke back again. So just another a little bit of life in her eyes.
Coolers broke.
We don't have that one yet. That's the one shot we don't have.
Did you jiggle it?
Yeah, I jiggled it.
Whoa, that's a nice little shot. I like this one. Okay, the only thing we're going to have to do in the background, it'll be an update with these posters, but I think we'd also want here we go, a 2 blur. Just because we've gone in as a close-up on here, just put a 2 blur in the background. That'll just kind of pop the difference between the two of them. I really would like to see Babs, especially when we get to these close-up shots. She's got just these little hairs here that stick out. As we turn the head sideways, I wish we could just kind of get rid of them as they go around the corner, just kind of hide them. Or it might be an update to the blend shape so that she gets rid of those ones, especially when she's looking this way. They just stand out, they're just really pronounced. So it'd be good to get rid of them.
Did you jiggle it?
Yeah.
Did you jiggle it?
Her eyes here, they're a little bit weird as well. See how she got this big white bit at the top? It'd be good just to kind of reshape her eyes because they look like they're looking different ways. I know she's got individual eye shapes. In this shot, definitely update those eyes so that they look like they're looking in the same direction. She's got, that just doesn't work. You might be able to close her eyes a little bit as well so we actually get the, so get the eyes a little bit smaller. It'll help her with where she's looking as well.
Did you jiggle it?
Yeah, I jiggled it.
He's just a little bit clunky as he moves. Might just be that dunk dunk. He might just do his body. Might just be doing a little bit too quick. So I think just give his body rotation another couple of frames because it is very quick. It's just like
I jiggled it.
It's just a kunk kunk, so either get it just easing out a little bit more, give him more frames at the end just to kind of turn his body. That'd be nice. And if we can just it's only another tiny little thing, but get his cravat just to move a little bit on the turn, that would be awesome. This one's bugs me quite a bit for the simple fact that, if we look at where her center line is, she's way over in his space if we go between the cut. So it's nice that he's over here and we've been looking at him over here and then we cut to her and she's in his space, but it's just not really balanced, and she's way over into his space. I prefer her to be more just over halfway rather than so far over into Omar's space. So, actually get her to fill a bit more, a bit less space than what she's got now. Push her that way, in other words.
Did you kick it? Did you kick it?
And that will then help this shot as well.
Let's just say I laid into the piece of magic plastic a number of times with the old size 9 head kickers. No dice.
I actually really like that one. I think it could use maybe just a little bit of this as he's turning left and right, just a little bit of added movement in his cravat as he's moving.
Old size 9 head kickers. No dice.
And as he goes no, maybe you can just do a little bit of a head shake rather than just the one move. He could go no dice. That's even probably a good one. Yeah, it's just no. Just, rather than just the one move across, he actually gets to shake his head. And, oh my goodness, what's going on here? We've got a dead frame definitely don't want to keep that in there. That's going to have to go.
I don't know. We may have to report it. It could go tap.
Are you serious?
There we go. See, this is the one spot where we do actually get it. I love it.
It could go tap.
Are you serious?
I love that. Might be a little bit of a kunk there though. It's just like kind of a little bit too, there it is. There's not much flow in it. It just kind of flicks there and back again. It'd be good if it actually got spent a little bit more time actually getting a nice arc and follow through between it, because it's just kind of like kunk, there it is, and then it comes back again. Spend more time refining those curves. These guys as well, they're not, you look at the distance, especially between the shoulders, they're just not lined up very well to take up an even frame. And of course, we're so close to them and there's so much dead space at the top. We could either just, put them a little bit further apart, so they've got a bit more space to be able to talk to each other, or crop in. I think the crop in's probably going to work better, because we're meant to be kind of in here with them, but I don't want to get too close to them. I wish I was in 3D land and I'd just go, you know what, let's just go for a longer lens that'll make them kind of pop, make them look a little bit better and give us less space around the edge. But that's ultimately what I want. I just want less space around the edge. Get rid of the dead space at the top, so maybe it is just a bit of a push in on them, and just give them a bit more space between the two of them.
Serious? We got no idea what's in tap water. It could have any random number of contaminants that could cause an imbalance to my delicate molecule structure. That's a hard no on the tap.
I'm pretty happy with that. I think that one works well. Just be whatever happens in the background. Ooh, that one's a bit of a shocker there. We just need to, his pose, definitely. Whoa, I think this one was done really early, but his pose needs to match over the cut. If he then kind of leans back into that, that's fine. But she's definitely not reacting very well to his kind of random scream at her as well. So it'd be nice to kind of update both their poses before, so that it works across cut. He's got a bit too much space between him. Like in timeline wise, it's just like they could kind of get back and relax. And then he's got to come in. He's so slow. It'd be nice to actually speed his walk up, double the speed. So it's just like chunk, chunk, and he's in half the speed of that gap at the start. Boom, boom.
Hey.
And I do realise this one's really annoying, but we've got no audio for his footsteps as he comes in, or if they turn around or anything. But it'd be nice to get some ambient sounds in here too.
Morning.
Hey.
And then as he gets the cup, it'd be nice to get a... yeah, there's really no audio in any of the background of any of these, so that'd be nice. I do like this frame though with this pose. He's a bit muddy by how complex that poster is in the background, so it'd be nice to make that a bit simpler. Clunk, clunk, crunch, and water sounds. So yeah, the audio really needs an upgrade on all of that. And then we haven't got it yet, but this is so quick. I think I might need to get some more frames so we can actually follow what goes on here, because it's just like whoop, and we're out. I think I've lost a big frame there. Ooh. I do like their reaction though, but what we might do on the back of this, which I've seen done before, is on top of the audio of a crash sound, we'll just actually get the frame to shake a little. So just a little bit of a post shake on the camera. Give it a little bit of shake so it feels like someone's crashed in the background. Hey, another dead frame. Man, who's been editing this thing? I don't know. Dead frame, clean that up. We need to get the sound effects for him going. Oh, interesting one. We got some background movement going on here.
You gotta hold your tongue the right way to get...
What's going on? That doesn't sound like it
Right
lines up.
way to get it to work.
Babs is looking off in the wrong direction. Omar looks alright, but Babs looks like she's looking past him and not actually looking at him. So fix her eye line so it looks like she's looking at him. And I don't like the way this tongue, when he pokes it out, it's just static. Be good to update that tongue. So it actually feels a bit more like a weird tongue. It's not very good in a silhouette. I'm not quite sure how we're going to clean that silhouette tongue up, but need to clean up that silhouetted tongue. It's not very
Way to
good.
get it to work.
And those two finishing off. That'd be nice that we do need that 2 blur in the background on top of that. And I really don't like the way that eye doesn't just finish there. Be nice to get that eye to finish. But outside of that, there you go. And there you have it. There's episode 4 as a quick breakdown for a first pass. So there's a lot of work left to do on it, where I'm at now. But you can see our progress as it comes together and the feedback that you get as we build it up and make it better. All right, until the next episode, I'll say farewell.
Worlds apart, worlds apart, worlds apart, worlds apart, worlds apart, worlds apart, worlds apart.
Feed these bird lights, worlds apart. Feed these bird lights, worlds